Hi everyone, and welcome to my weekly walkthrough where I take you for a stroll through the greenhouses to see how everything is growing. I missed last week. We were so busy with the website. I spent all my extra time just trying to get that organized and make sure everything was available and in the right quantities so that you could shop online a lot easier. We've spaced out the geraniums now because they're getting so big, and thankfully enough of them have sold so that we can give all the others a little bit more room. And the Fuchsia Baskets are finally coming into their own. We're still waiting for some to bloom, but there's the Orange Crush. I mean, it's one of my favorites. The pink and orange, so pretty. I'm not sure if you can hear the rain on the plastic, but it's pouring here today. These 14-inch wire baskets are mostly planted up with Calibrachoa, but there are just a few with wave petunias. Thought I'd test them out. They're doing really well. And a couple with wave pansies. The 6-inch dahlia pots are showing a lot of color now. We spaced them quite far apart right from the beginning, and I think it's really paying off. They're bushing out. Which is what we want. These planters with the Fragrant Falls Peach Begonia and Silver Falls smell fantastic. Their scent is quite similar to a classic rose. It's a very pretty smell. Our 4.5-inch perennials are growing up really nicely. So these perennials, they will come back. It's a perennial that comes back, perpetually growing year after year. And it's the annuals, based in the Latin annum, 1 year, annum, annual, only lasts 1 year. The hostas are selling fast, but there's still a lot of really beautiful plants left. These impatient baskets are great for a shady spot. They just keep blooming and blooming and blooming all summer. think these are just the last of our butterfly planters. They're so pretty. Oh, what happened here? Our first casualty. I usually see a lot more damaged pots and planters, but this looks like a basket was dropped in the center of it. Oh well, that'll be in my garden. The 4-inch pot of Gypsophilia Deep Rose is adorable. You can see the tiny little flower buds, and then they pop open into, well, exactly what the name says, a nice deep rose. The rest of our lilies are right here. And the Dicentra. The clematis is blooming. It's Radar Love. We have them potted up in 6-inch pots with trellises on them. They come back every year, really strong growers. I don't think I've shown you this one yet. It's called a Runcus dioecious, or commonly known as goat's beard. It's a perennial that dies down to the ground and then will come back every year, bigger and stronger, and gets covered in these plumes of white flowers. This one is halfway finished, but they do fantastic in deep dark shade. That's why I have them tucked way over here out of the sun. But that's a good one to fill a corner. Here are the straw flowers in 4-inch pots, getting bigger by the day. And the New Guinea impatiens right beside them. Wave pansies. And some ivy tucked in there. Here are the bedding begonias. So all these plants in here are annuals. They'll flower very well for you all summer, but just last one season. And these are really nice in the shade too. I love the contrast of the darker leaf. The Nicotiana here is pretty popular. Nice star-shaped flower. This is the Star Maker series. So it's a mixed colors. The cosmos are growing up really nicely. They love this 3-inch pot. some of the mixed market packs for shade right here, so that's what you'll get. And the mixed market packs for sun. The reds. And there's some pinks and purples. These are just some more of our mixed annual bedding plants. These are petunias. This one here is Daddy Mix. These are our snapdragons in the market packs, doing very well. Really happy with these this year. These are the impatiens in cell packs. Here are the violas. Oh my gosh, they're so sweet. One way a lot of people will describe them is really happy faces. I think that it's not so much that they have happy faces, but the happy faces that they give us. And our pansies are starting to bloom. This is a great one because they handle the cool weather. So it's good to put out early for some early color, and really great going out into the fall. More petunias here. You can see that my benches aren't necessarily as tidy as they usually are because we don't have customers coming into the greenhouses. So we're not fussing with the trays and the packs as much. And I mean, you can look at it a few different ways. I'm wondering if there's less damage on the plants from them being moved around so much. Oh goodness. Out of the pansies, I've got to say this is probably my second favorite. The Monet series is absolutely my first. But this one here, the Premium Neon Violet, a really big flower. These colors are so rich. This mix of pansies is really fun. It's the Frizzle Sizzle mix, and I think we've been growing them since day one. It's got a bit of everything. But you can see the Frizzle Sizzle series, the petals are ruffled. Thanks again for watching, everyone. If you liked the video, please press the like button, and you can subscribe to my channel for more videos. See you next time.